What's up, Tox Nation? I'm back, and it's your boy Tox here, coming at y'all with another story time. But before we get into this story time, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you banging with the story times and you really watching them, you feel me? And make sure you comment. Comment whatever you would like to see next in the next video, or ask me what y'all want to see more, what games y'all want to have in the background. You feel me? Just tell me, just give me what y'all want to see so I can put it out there. And I appreciate it if y'all hit a like. It really push my videos out there. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get straight into this video. This was around when I was like 8 or 9 years old. You feel what I'm saying? And around 8 or 9 years old, I was always around my grandmother's house a lot. Because that was like, my grandmother was like the one grandmother that they give you like ices and like have like events going on in the area and all that. Like that was my grandmother, you feel what I'm saying? So we was always around there. My mother would always bring me around my grandmother and all that. So we'd just chill at her house a lot. So this day, and that was where all my friends was at and all that. I mean, I had friends around my mother way, but you feel me? I knew most of the people around my grandma way because that was most of the time where I was at. So like, I was at my grandma's house a lot, you feel me? And I was always outside with my friends and all that, right? But this late night, it was like probably a cookout going on or something like that. It was an event going on in the house. I know that for sure. And I went out back, and mind you, this is around the wintertime, so it's real cold outside. You got like black ice outside and all that. Like it was real bad out there, you feel what I'm saying? But I was outside with two of my friends, and we were just playing on ice. Now, I don't know what led us up to going to the ice. All I know is we was in the backyard. At first, we was playing tag and stuff, right? And then most of the people went over and went to go eat and all that. But two of my other friends just wanted to stay out there, and I was down to stay out because I wasn't really hungry. So we stayed out there, and then we just found like this one little area with a good amount of like black ice. And we was like sliding on it and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we was thinking to do this, but we was just young and just doing whatever, you feel what I'm saying? Do not play on ice. I advise you to not do it. But let me get back into the story. But yeah, so you got the black ice and we up there taking turns sliding on it and all that, trying to do tricks, trying to show off, you feel what I'm saying? Trying to do the best tricks, I guess. Or just probably doing the most dangerous like slide and trying to look cool doing it, you feel what I'm saying? So like it's my turn this time, right? And I choose to run and then slide and then try to like squat, you feel what I'm saying? I don't know why I chose to do that. It wasn't a good idea, you feel what I'm saying? So I run, right? I'm running. Now I start to slide on the ice, right? But as soon as I start to like do the squat, right? I started squatting down. And as soon as I got low to the ground, for some reason, I started to slip. But when I started to slip, mind you, I'm already kind of low to the ground, so I should be good, right? You feel what I'm saying? But I wasn't thinking that when I started to slip. You know, when your mind, like, you start to slip, you just got to protect yourself and try to not fall. That's just, like, the number one thing that your body going to do is going to react and try to make you not fall. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what happened. I'm just getting low to the squat, and then I start to slip. So by starting to slip, you feel what I'm saying? I like spring up. I don't know how did I even do this because I was trying to not fall, and I was falling backwards. And I just sprung up real fast, and I was still sliding, and I just turned my body like to be face forward so I can try to put my hands down on the ground. But that didn't work as planned. You feel what I'm saying? Because guess what's the first thing that hit the ice? Straight bow. Nothing but my head. Like, it was just straight forehead came straight in contact with the ice. Like, it was nothing else. Like, it just straight hit the ice. That was the very first thing that hit the ice. And next thing you know, I just like kind of like black out for like a quick second. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the? And it hurt it. You feel me? So I just get up though, because I'm just normally getting hurt. And then, you feel what I'm saying? I normally get hurt, so it didn't really bother me. But like, I hit my head black out for like 2 seconds. And then I started to lift myself up. But you can even see your reflection in ice. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the ice and looking at myself. I can literally see my forehead is dead cracked open. Like, it's dead open. So I see it and I start to see blood just start to leak out of it. Once that happened, I straight got up. I started crying. The reason why I started crying is because I saw blood. Like, literally, that was the only reason why I started crying, because my forehead was not hurting. I swear it wasn't hurting. I just started crying because I saw blood and I saw my head cracked open. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I straight jumped up real fast, and mind you, we in the back. We gotta run all the way around, which means we gotta run around some buildings and then come to the front. You feel what I'm saying? So I straight get up, I'm crying, and I'm like holding my forehead, but I'm running to my mother. Cause my forehead is cracked open. Like, that's the only person I know that can help me. Cause, like, that's the key person to go to is your parent, your guardian. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm running, holding my forehead, and then my friends, they all knew my friends. You feel what I'm saying? They was like family friends. You feel me? So they going in with me, and they telling my mother what's going on, because they just see me holding my forehead. They seeing blood, and they just like, oh, everybody just start tripping out and everything, and you know what I'm saying? And then my friend, all I'm doing is crying. I can't even speak. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just crying at this point. And then my friends told my mother that I was playing on ice with them, and then I just slipped, and I hit my head. You feel what I'm saying? So my mother trying to see it and all that, and I like let go a little bit. Mad blood just gushed out. Like, I swear, like, mad blood just gushed out. And then she was like, oh my God. And then she straight ran and got some napkins to hold it on my forehead for a little bit. Like, I was holding it on my forehead, and they called the ambulance and everything. And I was like, this is just overboard. You feel what I'm saying? So they canceled the ambulance, and then I just got in my mother's car because we was trying to save money. You feel what I'm saying? Got to save money. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's going to cost. Getting the ambulance is definitely going to cost. So they canceled that, and then it was like, I'll just take them. So I can call my mother. I'm just holding my forehead, you feel me? Because now I'm calming down. Like, once I get in the call with my mother, I'm calming down, literally. But I'm just holding the napkin on my forehead, so blood just won't keep leaking everywhere. So I'm holding down my forehead, and I'm just sitting in the car with my mother. I'm like low-key crying, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm holding that, and then my mother is driving me to the hospital. So I get to the hospital, right? And I'm laying in, like, the little bed and all that. And they start to wash, like, you feel what I'm saying? They start to wash it all up and all that and clean it up. They literally said they can see my skull. Like, they can literally just see my skull. And my mother looked at it, and she was like, yeah, I could see your skull. So I was like, what? Because I couldn't see it, you feel me? It's on my forehead. I can't see that. She told me that, and then at this point, I'm waiting for them to come back so they can sew it up. They just cleaned it, and it's just, you feel me? It's just there, and it's not bleeding anymore. I don't know what they put in it. He was like injecting it with something so it won't bleed. So they doing that. And then he leaves so he can get like the stitching and all that. He didn't really leave the room. He just got the supplies on the side. I'm just talking to my mother, like, just regularly just talking to her while he getting all the stuff together. And she like, it don't hurt. Because I just wasn't crying. I was just talking to her. And she was like, it don't hurt? I'm like, no, not really. I'm waiting on him to start to stitch me up. And then he just started doing it. And it really just was feeling like it was just tugging at my head. It didn't really hurt that bad. And then he just, you feel me, tied it all up. And he cut the string. And then he was like, it'll dissolve in a certain amount of time. But that was cap. Because when I tell you, it did not heal the time frame that he said. Because the time frame he said that it would heal in a month. Like, the stitching would go away and they'd be good in like a month. When I tell you, my forehead was so tender for like a good year, like, no cap, like literally at least a year and a half. Like when I tell you my forehead was so tender, if anybody was to like hit me right there, it's gonna hurt like real bad. Like, it's really gonna hurt, because I don't know how they like really stitched up my head, but I don't think they really did that good of a job, because that felt like a weak point on my head, like real stuff. Like, if anything hit right there, it hurts. You feel what I'm saying? Way worse than any other part of my forehead. But that's off topic. But anyways, he get to stitching me up, and he lied about the time frame because it was like a year and a half. And my forehead was like real tender, and it wasn't fully healed. And it's still not really, it don't really feel like it's really fully healed either. But that all happened, and then I just went home. So it was just like, my mom was so mad at me because we had to leave the party early because she had to take me to the hospital and all that. I think it was a party. It was either a cookout or a party. But we had to leave early because of me. So she was low-key mad about that, but she was happy that I was okay and all of that. So we just went home. And then after that, I went home, went straight to sleep because I was so tired after all of that crying. My head was banging off the roof. Because if you're crying for mad long, your head is just going to thump all day. Like, I promise you. But make sure if y'all like this story, you feel what I'm saying? Make sure y'all drop a like on this video. Comment. Let me see. If y'all really rocking with me, you feel what I'm saying? If y'all watch all the way to this point, you feel what I'm saying? I wanna give y'all a little task so I can see who actually watching my videos fully. You feel what I'm saying? So drop Buster in the comments. You feel what I'm saying? And it's your boy Tox. And I'm out.